main focus point is about the fact that Google and Meta executives are really blasting the new EU rules around AI. And this is something that in the AI arms race is very important because this is a new industry. There's naturally going to be some regulation. Every industry has some regulation. But the players that are involved, they feel like they need low restrictions in order to maximize the potential of this technology. But we know with all technology, there's some sort of there's effects that aren't foreseen until later down the line. And regulation should be to try to get ahead of that and avoid major problems that a technology can create. Right? Think of self-driving cars and making sure that those are safe and up to par. Okay, and AI is the same thing. Now, the EU is creating a framework, a code of practice, they call it, that companies running the most AI advanced models hopefully will agree to. Think OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Meta, Microsoft, etc. But Google's senior public affairs official named Kent Walker recently said that the plan is a step in the wrong direction. And that's after Meta's top lobbyist, Joel Kaplan, said that the rules established are unworkable and technically unfeasible requirements. So basically saying it's great that you want this to happen, but we can't work with this. We can't innovate with this. We can't create good products if we agree with this. Okay, good software if we agree with this, good models. And this touches on a lot of issues that AI has had for a while, which is what data is being used. Is this copyrighted data? Should that be allowed? And then there's other systematic risks that it could create, right? What if these go too far, start hacking in the system, things like that. Now, already, current President Trump has said that EU laws equate to tariffs. So he's not a big fan of them either. So obviously, he's a much closer in this go-around with the tech giants than he was in the first administration. That's pretty clear. And so he's backing them up. Now, Google hasn't said they are or aren't going to sign the code, but that will be a telltale sign, whether they truly believe this or was this bluster and they're going to go along with the industry. Now, this code is likely to bring several requirements. So one is copyright and third-party model testing. And what they said is that this goes beyond really the scope of the exercise, and it's already being addressed elsewhere, right? So this is kind of overlap with what they're already doing. Or in some instances, they're saying that it's just too much of a burden on the industry. And that's probably more the case, right? When you're trying to build these complex models, some of them don't even know exactly how these models are fully being built out. And then to try to tie them to some sort of code of conduct, that can be very difficult. And so this is, I think, an underappreciated aspect of the AI growth narrative that think of the law of unintended consequences, and something bad happens. Okay. Maybe there's, AI, once again, that hacks into military systems or something. And their capabilities go too far. And then the government comes in and kind of cracks down. I don't see why that's out of the realm of possibility. And so while everyone's talking about feature sets and what it can do, what it can't do, how much people use it, etc., well, I think that's important to the growth story. What's underappreciated here is the regulation. And it's not just Europe. It can happen here as well. Once again, when something bad happens, you know the natural reaction. Think of 9/11. Okay. What if there's something AI creates that's on the level of 9/11? What type of backlash would there be in the industry in order to rein it in? I could see that being a potential outcome. And you have to account for that in the way you think about AI and its development.